Diarmuid Mullins got out of jail there, I guess.
Yeah, look, you'd have to say as the second half wore on, Clare were in control up until the last couple of minutes. But I would say, in fairness to our lads, they kept going, and I think I'd like to look back at it again, but we probably missed chances before we got the goal and the point at the end to win the game. But look, that's what it's about on a night like tonight. It's about showing character, and our lads showed great spirit and great character, and we've put a lot of work into them. Of course, there's numerous things we would like to have seen an improvement on, or we didn't maybe carry through what we had hoped to carry through into the game. But look, we showed great heart and spirit, and in the round robin it's all about getting the win, and we've a win on the board now, and we have to go away, get ourselves prepared for the Cork game and see what we'll need from that game to qualify.
For people not here, like the conditions were really, really tricky. It was a swirling, gusty breeze that he played into in the first half.
Yeah, look, and we got off to a very good start. We got a goal and a point, and even, I think 24 minutes in, I think it was 8 points to 1-2, and with that breeze you'd be fairly happy. And we had created a couple of goal chances inside in those first 20 minutes, but our concentration levels weren't great leading up to half time. We gave away some needless frees. Like, I think the free count was 10 frees to 2 in the first half. So suddenly, it's a 7-point game at half time. But like, if you look at it on the macro level, 7 points down at half time and to win by a point is a great result. But we huffed and puffed a bit in the second half. We didn't get any real flow into our game, and that's something we're going to have to improve on when we go to play Cork in a couple of weeks' time. But I'm delighted to be standing here saying we won. We've loads to work on, but the main thing was to get the win.
Like 7 points at half time, given the elements that were there, it wasn't certainly insurmountable. You would have been reasonably happy.
No, we weren't happy with how we played, but as I said to the lads, there was no need to panic at half time. I didn't think 7 points was a big lead, as you said, Jerome, with those conditions, and we've been well able to reel in those kind of scores in our preparation for this game. But as I said, after Patrick got the goal to get us back to 3 points, I thought we'd push on a little bit. But Clare played really, really well in the last 10 or 15 minutes, and when you leave it into injury time like that, Cahill hit a great free, and then got a great point to win it. So look, you'd have to say 9 out of 10 times that game is lost in the last couple of minutes. But look, that's credit to the lads.
Probably learned a lot more about your team in that 70 odd minutes of hurling than you did in the last 3 months of training and challenge games.
Yeah, I think, look, we've a great bunch, but we have some guys who weren't able to be eligible for tonight because of knocks and injuries and things like that. So I'd be really encouraging lads over the next 2 weeks to stake a claim, because and it's not that lads would ever go out and not want to perform, but some lads, I think will realise that they underperformed for what they can produce. So that's a challenge for them as well, and we just have to make the necessary adjustments now in the next couple of weeks.
You made a couple of position switches and personnel switches as well as the second half wore on, I suppose, to just try and jaunt them into action a little bit.
Well, look, we kind of pushed Cahill forward a little bit to wing forward. Adam went inside and created a good chance and nearly got a goal himself. Aidan went inside and was unlucky for a goal chance as well. Look, we have a lot of players that can play in different positions, but look, we'll have to look at ourselves and see, had we the balance right at times as well. So it's a mixture of trying to execute what we've been trying to do in training, which we didn't do tonight, and we'll have to be a lot better in 2 weeks' time. But that's fine. We know where we're going to have to improve on.
Would you think that hindered preparations had anything to do with them being maybe a bit rusty or anything, or?
No, we've played really well up until this. Like, I think we've played 10 challenge games since the start of the year. We've won the last 7 games. We've been averaging probably up 120, 122, and I know conditions were difficult there tonight, but if you said to me what was the final score, 3-7 to 15 points, like 15 scores to 10, and one of the things we probably have been struggling to get was goals up until now. So look, I think we preparation was good, but it was just a matter of we didn't perform, we didn't execute as well. But I think we have to give credit to Clare now. Clare, good side at minor level. They have a lot of good players there from Tulla that won the Harty Cup, and from Flanagan that won it before. So I think there can be a bit of a narrative around Clare at the moment that they wouldn't be producing players. I think they've loads of talent there, and well organised by Terence and Brendan.
Would you accept that you've maybe 1 foot in the knockout stages now, which is probably the number one goal, I guess?
No, I don't think so. I think we're +1. Clare play Cork next week in 6 Mile Bridge. I think that Clare will bring huge energy to that. So we'll just have to see what happens in that result next Wednesday. We'll be concentrating on trying to go down to Páirc Uí Rinn. We were a little bit short last year in the final against Cork by 2 points. Look, the reality is Cork have won the All Ireland last 2 years. They had a fantastic minor team last year, so they're the team to catch, I think, in Ireland. So we'll be going down trying to get a result, because we'll want to get a result there, and that's irregardless of next week's result. But definitely I'm a little bit happier than with 2 minutes to go in the game, I suppose, Ron.
The goals proved difference in the end, Diarmuid, but at the other end, Conor Hanley Clark made a number of point blank saves, probably a difference as well into that.
Yeah, Conor's been great in the goals, and look, it's great to see him playing at this level. Like, Conor's great ability. I had him at minor level, and like, Conor can play out the field as well, but we just felt that he had a great eye for playing in goals as well. And sure, look, his family are steeped in hurling, so there's no I suppose secret there. But he's a good guy and a great leader around the group as well. So it's fantastic for him, and I'm delighted for him.